Hello, how are you doing? I promised earlier today I'd show you some of these images. Um, Other than adjusting some contrast and clarity in Capture One Pro, these are how the images came out of the GFX50R. This was using a 10.5 millimeter Nikkor fisheye that I clipped the hood off, so instead of being a conventional fisheye, it became a circular fisheye. Even once modified, this fisheye will not produce this circular image on any Nikon camera ever made, even though it's a DX fisheye, and Nikon actually makes the best fisheye lenses in the world. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. This lens would not produce this circular image on any Nikon camera. Even on an FX, the very top and bottom 20% would be clipped off. So it would be mostly circular. So to get this complete circle, I had to use this with a Nikon F to Fujifilm GFX adapter. And I took these shots earlier today in downtown Fort Myers. They're actually incredibly sharp. Obviously, you have to deal with the distortion. The hard thing about using a fisheye, or even a circular fisheye like this, is to use this corner distortion to your benefit. Like a good idea would be placing a palm tree right here so that it follows the curvature of the fisheye, or in this case, the circular fisheye. As far as my knowledge goes, no one's used a 220-degree field of view, a circular fisheye, on a medium format Fujifilm camera ever. I don't, pretty sure I'm the first person to ever do that. Um, Here's another image I thought you might like. This is downtown Fort Myers. We can actually zoom in on Cabo's Cantina and see how incredibly sharp it is. Like I said, this is a DX sensor lens being used on the medium format Fujifilm GFX-R. Didn't really do any sharpening on this shot as I recall, but obviously there's only so much you could use a lens like this before it becomes slightly nauseating, and there's of course a correct way and a wrong way to use it. Obviously it's probably the worst possible lens on earth to even think about using for portraiture, obviously. This is the art museum in downtown Fort Myers, as I recall. The interesting thing about using this lens in the camera is, since it's 220-degree field of view, you actually have to lean forward when taking the shot, otherwise your feet will be captured in the image projected onto the sensor. Well, someone commented that the field of view is so wide on this. This is the arcade in downtown Fort Myers on 1st Street. That here at the top you can actually see the building behind me. The palm tree that's behind me, which it was behind me, and the tops of the buildings on the side of the street that I'm standing on, you can actually see that in the very top rim. I posted these on both Flickr and Instagram, but these are great. Like some beautiful images have been done with circular fisheyes, like going outside in the woods and finding some white barked trees. I forget what those trees are. Someone laid down on their back and pointed the lens straight up, and there's some very interesting ways to use fisheyes and circular fisheyes. Um, a true circular projection requires like an 8mm Nikkor, which is an extremely rare and very valuable lens. I forget the last one sold for what, $13,000 or something, but you can get the 10.5mm Nikkor fisheye for like $300 used. So here, I think here's the last image, and yeah, this is of I forget. It's yeah, the European Arms. It's an old hotel. It's been converted into a lawyer's office. This is the European Arms in downtown Fort Myers. Incredibly sharp, really. I mean, for a fisheye, nobody else's fisheyes come close to this kind of sharpness. It's just ridiculous. So that's the 10.5mm Nikkor fisheye on the Fujifilm medium format GFX50R. I hope you like these videos. If you do, you could always click the link below and drop a donation, or tell me how much you hate these videos, or how much you don't like the sound of my voice, or anything else that makes you happy. Anyway, have a good one, and thanks for watching. Catch you in live stream tonight.